Nobody wants to increase utility rates. I don't. It's something that's completely necessary. This isn't something that's been taken lightly. In fact, City Council tabled this, sent it back to committee. We came back with what we believe are much better proposals that'll have less of an impact to the individual residents who are paying those utility bills. I would encourage residents to look at vandaliaohio.org/utilities to get more information. One of the things that we're really proud about is that utility rates, our water, sewer, and combined rates have been some of the lowest. For many years, the city of Oakwood conducted what we call the Oakwood study. We've systematically been at the lowest portion of that, which is great. And part of the reason we've been able to keep it cheaper than everybody else is because we're in these joint venture agreements. One of the problems is that we've deferred maintenance to the point where we can't stay there. And so we think with these moderate increases over the next couple of years, we'll still keep very competitive rates. And so the impact that I would anticipate is if you're paying a minimum bill right now, you're looking at about $5 per month for water and sewer and another 55 cents for your storm sewer, and that's per equivalent residential unit. And so we've tried to stretch this out over many years to make sure that the utility remains solvent and that we're able to meet the mandates and the future needs of the city and our residents. We're party to 2 joint standalone agreements. One with Tip City, that's the Northern Area Water Authority. That's where we treat our drinking water, and that's with Tip City. They have the plant in Tip City, and water is distributed down into Vandalia's system. The other is the Tri-Cities North Area Wastewater Authority, and that is a joint venture between Huber Heights, Tip City, and the city of Vandalia. What that means is one treatment plant between multiple communities, good partnerships, reducing redundancy of equipment, staff, and it's one of the main contributors as to why we've been able to have very affordable and will continue to have very affordable water and wastewater utility rates. And so one of the challenges that we have on the water side is a lot of our water lines were installed in the 1950s, 60s, or 70s. And so when I show you a map of all the water line breaks that we have, it's filled with X's. And residents will look at that and they'll go, wow, there's been that many on this line over time. When are they going to replace my line? Well, we have a plan for that. And so moving forward, we'll be able to do $1 million a year in water line replacements. We'll continue to aggressively pursue Ohio Public Works Commission grants for full depth roadway rebuilds, full new utilities that are going in. On the wastewater side, we're looking at mandates for removals of ammonia and phosphorus primarily based on what the EPA is telling us that we have to do. And in the wastewater treatment plant, the trickling filter system that we use for treatment is a 100-year-old technology. It's very scarcely used in Ohio, and we've conducted third-party engineering planning studies to show the options of converting to activated sludge to meet those limits, and then also to address capacity issues. So our plant is rated, our system is rated for 11.2 million gallons per day. We basically run on 96% of that every single day. And Miami Valley Planning Commission and a bunch of other groups have identified that as a problem, and we're going to have findings and orders from EPA to address that. So there's about $80 million of work to do at the treatment plant itself, and then another $19 or so million to be done in relation to equalization and wet well storage within the collection system. The only way to fix this is through moderate increases that are implemented over several years.